Since 1998, astronauts have been orbiting the Earth, living and working aboard the International Space Station. Their operations have been supported by dozens of people in 2 control centers located in Russia and the United States. Today, there is a 3rd Mission Control Center, which is located in Europe, near Munich, in Germany. It is known as the Columbus Control Center, and it has been inaugurated on the 19th of October, 2004.
We are here in the German Space Operations Center in Oberpfaffenhofen. From here we have controlled 40 space missions within the last 30 years.
The Columbus Control Center will control and monitor the operations of the European Columbus Laboratory once it becomes an integral part of the International Space Station. The Columbus Laboratory is almost ready for launch. However, it is now waiting for the U.S. Space Shuttle to return to flight before it can travel to the ISS, currently scheduled for late 2006. The Control Center will be the direct link to the Columbus Laboratory when in orbit. Its main functions will be to command and control the Columbus Laboratory systems, to coordinate operations for the European experiment payloads on board the ISS, and to operate the European Ground Communications Network.
In this control center we have 160 DLR staff and about 130 contractor. Of these, 75 are working for the Columbus project.
As many European experiments will be carried out in other parts of the ISS, and the Columbus Laboratory itself will host non-European experiments, many decisions have to be coordinated with the international partners. For this reason, the Columbus Control Center is connected to the Johnson Space Center in Houston and to the Mission Control Center in Moscow. The operations of the Columbus Control Center is delegated by the European Space Agency to the German Aerospace Center, DLR.
DLR has developed the Columbus Control Center under ESA contract. Mission operations activities are also contracted to DLR to prepare for Columbus and ATV missions and also utilization missions.
DLR has a long history of management of manned spaceflight operations since the first Spacelab mission in 1983.
We have the maximum experience in human spaceflight in Western Europe. This started with the Spacelab 1 mission where Ulf Merbold was flying. Afterwards we supported the D1 and D2 Spacelab missions, German missions, and further shuttle missions, for example the STS-99 mission where Earth was measured in 3 dimensions very precisely. In addition, we performed several mission operations for Mir missions, and so we feel very much fit to support and operate the Columbus module on the International Space Station now.
The Columbus Control Center is located in the rooms previously used for the operations of Spacelab D2 and the Euromir missions. It has been outfitted with new systems in preparation for the launch of Columbus. The center has 2 control rooms, one for real-time operation control and one for preparation activities, such as the training of controllers and simulations. The second control room also acts as a backup for the first control room. However, the Columbus Control Center does not have to wait for Columbus to launch before it is in action.
In this moment we are preparing a mission for April 2005. This is one of the Soyuz missions which we prepare with the Italians. This flight gives the ESA astronaut Vittori the chance to fly to the space station. This mission will be coordinated from the Columbus Control Center as one of the first missions from here.
The center will continue to oversee the operations on future Soyuz missions involving European astronauts from 2005. Later in 2005, the center will provide communication support for the launch and in-orbit operations of ESA's Automated Transfer Vehicle. In 2006, the Columbus Control Center will control the operations of ESA's Columbus Laboratory once it is connected to the International Space Station.